I have just been thinking all day. I've just heard so many people recently that have lost their job, or they're getting laid off, or they think they might get laid off, or their company's downsizing. Listen, if this is you, I want you to tap in and listen to what I've got to say today. I just had to pick up my camera and I can't be still, so I had to get this little thing here so I can walk around and talk because I can, when you walk and talk, that's when you can really think clearly. But anyway, I just want you to know that if you have lost your job, if you've been laid off, if they gave you your pink slip the last couple of weeks, you've been looking for work, you've been trying to figure stuff out, I want you to stop for a minute. I want you to really think about, in this season that you're in right now, what could I do that I've always wanted to do? There is a reason that your educated self, you're knowing so much, you're being the best at your job, and they laid you off. You know more than what your job was qualifying you for. You have more to do than what your job was having you do. And it's time for you to do what you were placed on this earth to do at this particular season in your life. It is not just by chance that you were laid off. You were laid off to be set up so that you can do exactly what you're supposed to be doing. If we stop and really think about it, you probably weren't even happy where you were. You probably got frustrated in being at that job. It paid the bills. Yes, it did. It took care of the household. But at the end of the day, a lot of people that have been laid off from these jobs that were unexpected, 9 times out of 10, you didn't even like working there. Let's just be honest. Let's just start there for a minute. You didn't even like where you were working. You were working there because it was a source of income. And that's for anything. We got to get a job and we have other things, other passions that that you want to do, but you haven't done it because you have your job, you're busy, it kept you busy. Sometimes things happen so that you can be unbusy. You have more time than you can ever think of right now. And this is a time for you to be still, be quiet, and listen to your inner self of what it is that you want to be doing at this season in your life. No more will anybody have the opportunity to fire you. You hire yourself right now. And am I telling you not to go look for another job? No, I'm telling you that it's time for you to get into your work that you know that you should be doing. This is, my heart goes out because, and let me just preface by saying this. I am in between multiple things that I've been doing. Okay. I could literally say I've been working for quite a while, but I know right now that I'm moving into my passion, which is to ignite and to help other people, to get them out of their own way. There's something unique that you can do. I don't know what that is, but you can figure that out when you're silent, when you stop the noise of other people, other obligations, in this time of you not having to go to work or be anywhere or have any obligations. I want you to really take some time and really think about, what could I really do? What is that thing that I'm passionate about? And you may not even have that thing that you're passionate about, but I'm going to tell you this. Every single person that was put on this earth, every one of us has a unique something that nobody else can do. You're unique, I'm unique. And for even like right now, YouTube is really pushing out new content creators. And the reason why I picked up this camera today to do this, because I said, what a great time for me to have a message to be able to put out there to the masses that are experiencing the thing that I'm talking about, which is they've recently lost their job. But the thing about it is, this is not a delay. This is not something that is just by chance. This is something that had to happen. It had to happen. There are so many ideas. There are so many things that have been dormant, nothing happening, just sitting, just nothing happening because we have been taking too much time on our phones, scrolling and doing nothing. But now I am here to tell you that it's time for you to get out of your way and to really come forth with a voice that you know that you have. And it's time for you to do that thing, whatever that thing is. I don't know what that thing is for you, but I know you know, if you're hearing my voice, I know you know that thing. And it sounds, as I even say this, it's like, Teresa, what are you really talking about? I'm talking about what I'm talking about from my heart. I sat today when I was looking on YouTube earlier today, and I saw a young lady, and she had just told that she had been laid off from her job. She only had a few hours to get all of her stuff. They're going to log her out of the system because she was a remote worker. She worked in IT, and things were changing. They're moving in a different direction. It's time for you to move in a different direction before somebody tell you to, okay? You have gone and learned all of these things, and it's just not just by chance. You take these things that you have, these skill sets that you have, this knowledge that you have, because things are shifting and moving so swiftly in the world. And what could you do with what you know to help somebody else? Not just for your own selfish gain, but what can you do with the skill sets that you have to help somebody else? Can you write a program or write something that somebody else needs to use on their job or needs to use on their business? Can you help someone organize their business or help them do something? I mean, I'm just calling out this stuff, but I don't even want to call out stuff because I don't want to direct nobody in no direction, because there's something unique that you're supposed to be doing. And I don't want to be the one. I want to be the one to help you get to it. Okay. But I don't want to give you ideas, because that's not my purpose. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to encourage you, to let you know that it's going to be okay. There is life after that job. You will be okay. You will, the sooner you understand that people, situation, and things change constantly all the time, then at the end of the day, you will be able to move through life quicker and better. Because once you know that if they let you go, and if you work at your job and they say, well, we're sorry, we have to let you go, you should just be almost to say, thank you. Oh, now it's my time. I can really kick into what now your back is up against the wall and you got to do something. And your something, let it be for something that you know that you have been thinking about for a long time. That's the only thing I'm saying here today. If it's something that you have been encouraged, you just been, other people have told you, oh, you're good at that. You should be a podcaster, or you should be this, or I don't know. But there's a lot of things that people could tell you. But if you keep hearing the thing over and over, and then you keep wanting to know, what is it? You keep hearing the same thing over and over, then it might be a good idea to tap into that and just see, maybe, let me see if how this will work. I just want to tell you, keep going. Don't give up. Dry those tears, because there is life after that job that you had. Okay, I don't care if it's 6 figures. I don't care what kind of job it was. There is life after that job, okay? Because you got to think of those that came before you. Okay? We right now have it much easier than they had. You should be encouraged to know that you have the mindset, the opportunities, and you have the will to keep going. Because this life you're living is not just about you, it's about those after you. What are you going to do to help for the next generation? Are you going to sit by and just be upset because somebody let you go? Are you going to be fueled to say, okay, thank you for that. It's time for me to do what I know I've always supposed to do. But the time is now. It is pressing. Time is of the essence for us to make our mark on earth right now. The time is now. I encourage you, and just keep going.